What's up, everybody? Thanks for tuning back into The Spill. If you haven't already, make sure you like and subscribe and share. We love the feedback that you guys have been commenting, so please continue to do that. And also email us with any updated show topics. We'd love to hear from you and discuss whatever you want to hear about.
So we're going to talk about something that's been in the news lately. Of course, you have women of color on the panel, and we have children. Now,
Yes.
So this is what I want to talk about. I have a son in college. I have a godson going to college. You have kids going to college.
Mm-hmm.
You have a son in college, and another one headed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this is what we're going to talk about. What's up with them? The rich folks paying for the kids to get into schools.
Paying for them to get into schools, paying for people to take the tests for them, the entrance exams.
And how do you pay for somebody to be on a sports team?
Exactly.
Like, if you didn't know how to do that, how do you get recruited for something like that? That's just, now that amazes me.
Right. I'm sure it was some type of elite group. Once word gets around, once you have enough money, you know, you get into those type of circles.
Elites.
Exactly.
This
is what we do.
This type of stuff has probably been going on for years. This
Yes,
is the first
I
story
agree.
that has been public. Like,
Right.
Could you imagine, like, really what's been going on this whole time?
Exactly.
He said about 800 families.
Right.
He has helped in this situation. Now, this is the thing.
Those are the people that it's admitted to. So it's probably about 4 times. I don't know,
Exactly.
in
okay?
At
generations.
At least.
Okay.
And generations of them. Now, this is the thing about that. You have, of course, you know, you go to corporate America, every job you get, you're going to have to train for. So it's not necessarily your degree. You look good on paper, but you can take training and all kind of stuff. There's a lot of people that don't have degrees that get into a position because of their experience, right or wrong.
Right.
So just because these kids go to class, supposedly, how we know they're not paying people to do their papers and all this and that?
Right.
Yeah. When they fathers, their mothers, their father's friends, mother's friends. I mean, it's a whole
question
little...
the whole validity of their degrees if they already have them, because if you had to lie to get in here to the entrance exams and the SATs and ACTs, then how are you even able to keep up with the college workload?
You're not.
You're not.
Yeah,
So
you're
you
not.
have to keep up the charade. I know that that's what they were doing, and it's upsetting to me because you see all these smart kids that don't have the financial resources, you know what I mean, to go to these type of schools, and they're technically sometimes lying to get into a better district just about their address.
And their parents going to jail.
Yeah.
Let's not just say kids. We're talking about black kids.
Right.
Okay?
That's
We're talking
predominantly
about
who it
kids
affects,
of color. Just like the young lady who took the ACT and she scored low at first. Well, she took it upon herself to get some tutoring and do what she needs to do. And then they questioned how high she scored on that test just because she scored higher. Now, what kind of shit is that?
It's the shit that goes on every day in America. It's we visitors. They don't want us here.
Right. Well,
I mean, basic everything we do is questioned. Everything is not what it's supposed to be in their eyes. You know what I'm saying? So
and
nothing surprises me. It's not what you know. It's who you know.
And how much money you got.
Exactly, and how much money you got. And that's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
Definitely.
That's very accurate.
And so then you think about people, especially people of color with master's degrees and things like that, and bachelor's degrees and on up. Think about how many people have gotten turned down about, oh, you're overqualified, or we want this many years of experience plus a degree. But then you see people who are less qualified that trump over a person of color in a position.
But it's
because of
like
nepotism in the workplace, there's a lot of that going on.
It is. That's why you need, you know, as a black community, we need to be opening our own businesses, empowering our own, putting our own money back into the community, because we'll never be equals in their eyes.
No.
Like, you know, we're never going to get the same chance ever.
Right.
Now, one of the things that I don't like about our community, and this is the truth, you have a lot of people, if you go down in our neighborhood off of Central, you have the Latinas shopping with Latinas.
Yes.
You have the Asians shopping with Asians. We are the only group of people that will go spend our money
externally
with anyone and not question a discount, but come to our people's store or establishment or business and try to, hey, you gonna hook me up?
Can I get a 2 for $25?
Okay, that's a statement. I get it, but I work retail, and every Asian person that comes in.
Oh, they're
I'm not saying that they won't.
I'm
they
just
want to
saying,
negotiate about everything.
I think the whole discount thing, a lot of people, they really need to stop because it's annoying, you know, but it's just not us that do
No, I'm not saying it's just
but,
not us. I'm saying
but you won't question. They won't go to the bunnies to get some bundles and be like, can I get a deal?
Can I get away with this 5 cents?
Right.
Yeah. Hey, you got my 5 cents?
Not even that. When you go to the mall, when you go to pick up some Jordans or them Vapor Max Pluses, y'all not asking them for no discount. That's the price. That's what you know what I mean, based on the demand, and you gonna pay it and not question it, not blink, not think twice about it.
So like you were saying, Tara, as a community, we definitely have to do better. But I'm not letting this up. I'm following this story until the end because the one lady who got arrested because she used her parents' address for her kids to go to school,
right,
and she had to do time.
Right.
I need to see that same energy.
The whole way through. You won't though.
You won't see it.
It's gonna die down, unfortunately.
Yeah, it'll go under the rug.
It was high news. You know, it'll be like the rest of them. Like, it comes and goes. Yeah. They make examples out of us.
Every single time. Every single time. Yeah, and I just feel like, whatever it is, if it comes to, if we're punishing people that's paying to get into college, then it needs to be the same energy all around the board, just like it is, like we always talk about. We don't shy away from that, not to change subjects, but the pedophile situation, we don't support pedophiles or stand behind anybody that wants to sexually assault people or children or women, but we need that same energy with President of the United States, with the Supreme Court, you know what I mean? Can we go up, since we're pulling up people that's dead, can we make a documentary about Elvis?
Please, can we pull it up?
Hugh Hefner, when is the Lifetime special coming out? I just want to know. It needs to be equivalent all across the board.
For everybody.
Yeah. And another thing about college and entrance exams and stuff like that, what I wanted to talk about is how for athletes, they don't get paid. Yet and still the school makes all these millions and millions of dollars off of these predominantly minority athletes because it's their way out. It's their way out.
And if a lot of course, it's a lot of under the table things with college athletes. If they get caught getting paid, right, it's done.
It's done. It's a wrap.
And I just don't think it's fair, but I mean, it's just, most college athletes are of color.
Exactly. Yes. So that's who it affects.
So
that's why they let it go on.
Yeah, exactly. So, the whole system is just...
It's jacked up.
It's really messed up. It was built on corruption. It's still,
greed.
It's terrible.
Yeah, I agree. And so we need to get this together. In the Black community, we need to stand together and make sure.
The first thing we need to do is stand together.
Yes.
There's so much competition between us. Why though? We should be able to stand up and support each other. You know what I mean? There's enough room for everybody to make their own money in their lane, and we should all be able to support one another. There shouldn't be a problem about that.
Yeah.
But it just seems like one person feels like I have to shine more than the next. We can all shine. We can all have drip.
It's a thing.
Why
about
not?
jealousy. Like
people were raised like that. I wasn't raised like that.
No.
Thank God for that. I had parents like I did, but a lot of people, like a lot of women, like their mothers were jealous of them. It's just generational curses. Like to see some women interact with their mothers, like fighting over me, and you ugly,
That's
you
weird
this.
To me.
But what I'm saying is, how do you expect somebody to think a certain way when they've been raised like this their whole life?
That's true.
When it's been
it's crazy to me to think that, but that's the norm for the next person.
Yeah, I can't get with the whole seeing parents or mothers and daughters calling each other bitches. I seen some shit like that on Instagram the other day on like World Star or something. Yeah. And they was fighting over the dude. And I'm like,
No, it's on there.
Where did he do this at?
Wow.
Because let me look like
Girl.
I was gonna say something to Shirley. Okay? Okay?
Miss
Baby,
Gladys
I
told
wouldn't
me
have no
the day I
teeth
got pregnant.
right now.
And if you're from Wanda County, you know Miss Shirley, honey.
You know Miss Johnson. She didn't play.
She didn't play that.
And I just can't get with the disrespect of the kids in the school, with the teachers. That's how you're learning. And for the parents that send their kids to school and you see these videos and you talking about, oh, they disrespecting my kids. I don't get it. You respect your elders. If your elder is wrong, you tell another adult, you tell your parents, and they handle it.
But what I'm saying is you have ignorant on top of ignorant. So you have ignorant parents with these ignorant kids, and they're messing up in school, and then the ignorant parent comes in acting like a crazy animal.
Right. That's what they acting like.
So, I mean,
my mama wasn't coming to the school agreeing with me. Not that she had to come to school anyway, but if I was out the wrong, my mama coming to see what happened.
Right.
And then if my ass was up there acting up, I'm getting my ass beat. That's another thing. That's why half of these kids is bad as hell now, because y'all don't whoop their ass.
Ooh,
I'm getting
mad.
mad.
I felt that over here.
If I'm out in public and I see somebody kid acting up, I ain't disrespectful to them, but I let them know.
And I think a lot
don't act like that.
You should be, I understand discipline, but then the mindset. We need to change the mindset. It's just not all about beating your kids. You need to communicate with your kids.
Right.
You need to actually be read a damn book.
Right.
How about that?
This is the technology
they're not
age.
teaching
They're not
us.
being raised.
No, they're not
social
teaching
media reading.
Right.
No, but they're not teaching our kids what they need to know in school.
That's true.
I learned so much after school. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like the whole mindset has to change. Is what I'm saying. It took for us to get somewhere.
But these kids do need their ass beat too. I ain't saying that you just beat on your kids, but
what I'm saying, if you raised your kids right, you don't have to beat
my kids.
But that's what I'm saying. But their parents are ignorant. So you got an ignorant person beating on another ignorant person, and he gonna be a grown ignorant person.
They need
their
ass.
You don't have to never address. The ignorance is never addressed.
So who's gonna address it?
Yeah.
It's generations after generation being ignorant.
It is, and we have to. As a community, we have to figure out something.
We do.
Well, back in the day, if you walked down the street and was acting up,
yes, but it's not like that.
Exactly. That's because you had these parents talking about, oh, don't tell my kid nothing. You can't tell. No, it ain't about that. Now, if your child was out there acting up and Miss Johnson corrected them, Miss Johnson just corrected them. But nowadays, you got the parents being the mama, smoking with the kids, trying to go out just as much as they are, leaving the little kids home with the older kids. I mean, it's just...
They used to take a village, and it used to be a literal village. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was family. Half y'all don't even know y'all neighbors.
No.
Because you know what? I'm guilty too.
I'm guilty.
Well, nowadays, because no one really goes outside.
That's what I'm saying. That's
ain't
part
like
of
when
it,
we was
though.
kids.
It is
We went outside.
Right.
We was around the corner. We was out there
But-
all day.
Right.
All day.
Mama had to come out and say, hey, it's time to come in the house.
And if I wasn't home, my parents was knocking on her door.
Yep.
Her parents was knocking on. It's different.
And how about the time Grandma picked you up and rolled
Baby,
you around?
Wait a minute. What? I missed that story.
Okay, this is a good story. Now, tell them how you turned on me. Tell them how you turned on me.
Well, this one wanted to be fast. Okay? So she said, I'm going up the street. I ain't going to say who name. I'm going up the street with so-and-so. I said, I'm going home, baby. Like, we're not supposed to be up there. So, you know the street lights on. Oh, that was a cardinal rule, baby.
You go home.
So, her grandma came down to the house. Terry, you seen Kendra? I don't know where she is. She said,
get in the car.
She made me get in that car. I didn't want to, sis, but she made me get in the car. I got in that back seat of that Buick. What did it Buick?
It was a Caprice.
Baby, we was rolling. Then I seen Kendra. She
I ducked
ducked.
behind the
She
car.
ducked. And I
knew your
seen
ass
her.
was caught.
So we gone back to the house.
Then I'm like, I gotta go.
Soon as we pulled pulled in the driveway. Here she come running down the street. She running down the street. So I go home. She said, all right, dear.
You ain't went home yet.
I was
because
home.
you was there when I got the whooping.
No. You heard me from your house.
Tell it on me. Tell it.
So her grandmother pulled up that water hose, baby, and got to work.
Wow.
All I remember,
I got whooped with the water hose.
I was home like,
She at home. Okay, what she didn't know was that her
the
window was open,
Ah,
and she in there laughing, telling her mom and
because she want to be
she
fast.
got whooped with the water hose. I mean, cracking up. My feelings was hurt.
Nah, you was fast. She left me. There was a whole nother crew up there. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, she got her. She's gonna leave me. You gonna go up there?
That was a good story. We still laugh about that shit. That's a funny stuff.
I was downstairs cracking up with the window open. My bad.
She heard it all.
Baby, kids were like,
But that's that old school. Yeah, I knew my grandma had never whooped me.
she was
But
scared
she
when
was
she
hurt
when she told me to get in the car, and
she
I
didn't
couldn't
know where
I
was.
wasn't gonna tell where she was, you know.
Yeah.
But she was scared.
Yeah.
You know, like she getting in the car, we
Because that was abnormal for me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was abnormal. I said, you going where? Now y'all, everybody
was in middle school, wasn't
and
we?
everybody know my daddy too, baby. I won't go
No.
I wasn't doing
And
that.
see, that's the thing. My kids, they be scared of their dad. Like, I don't have to beat them. When they were younger, like I feel
But
like I did.
he don't beat them either. He just
No.
yell. That's all.
Or they
And
get
it kinda
privileges
hurt
taken
their
away.
feelings.
Right. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Or now it's like, I'm gonna take what's important to you. You know, I'm shutting down friends coming over, weekend doing stuff, phone, all that. If you don't do what you're supposed to do, chores and good grades, you don't get to do nothing.
Well, it's just discipline. It's
Discipline,
really
period, I
it
feel
falls down to being a parent, ladies,
and actually
gentlemen.
parenting your children. You
And
know,
half these parents shouldn't be parents.
Hello.
That's the
That's
problem.
true.
hello.
And you know what? And you can't blame it on age because I was a teen mom.
No, but what I'm
And-
saying, mostly these kids out here, it's our generation though. It's
Yeah.
definitely our generation messing up.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say all, but most.
Yeah. It's a few of them that's stable, and
But-
and you know who's the stable ones and who's not. I mean, what
But
were
it's
they?
our
Were they the
generation.
crack babies?
No.
No, that's the generation of the crack
The
babies.
80s, yeah.
Yeah, I guess so.
Well, I won the 80s.
Okay, I was the 80s.
So what was I? Shit. I mean, we ain't gonna talk about it.
No.
Yeah, I guess so.
It was the crack babies. Maybe I was just a wee baby.
That's when it hit the scene.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, it's our generation though. It's
Yeah,
our
it is.
generation mostly that did not raise their kids, and it's really sad.
And we laugh a lot about it, but it's really a serious matter. I remember when Kendra was coming up and there was kids around his age, and they used to ask me, this one little boy said, why you don't let him listen to the music that I listen to? And I said, because I don't want music raising my son.
Right.
I want to be the influence on my child. And I ain't gonna say nothing.
And look at, you know where the little boy is now? See that there? I mean, it's parenting.
You actually have to
It's actually raising your kids, taking
Breaking
time
the
out,
cycle.
knowing what they're doing, knowing what they're listening to, knowing who they're hanging out with. I mean, making sure they're respecting adults when they're leaving the house, making sure they're making good decisions. You know, it's crazy that a lot of parents don't even think about things like that. They they're too busy they self going out to the club or making sure mama got a life and this and that, you know. And we can't blame it all on mama. Because a lot of, you know what I'm saying? But
absent daddies.
yeah,
Exactly.
it's just a really messed up cycle.
Because no matter what, it's daddy's maybe, but it's mama's baby. So a lot of times the moms are the ones that get stuck in the situation, but still you have to do what you have to do and break the cycle once you have kids. Because if you don't raise them right, they're just gonna grow up and be an irresponsible adult out here lost in the world raising other children, and the cycle just continues.
So the facts of the matter is, let's do better.
As a people, as a community,
as a whole,
let's just do better. Let's support one another in the community. Let's support our businesses. Let's raise our children together, and let's do better. It's no reason for us to be where we're at as a people. Like we talked to and attested to earlier, you know, Asians and, you know, different other minority groups, they really support and they try to build one another up. Hispanic people, have you ever seen how, like, they'll get a big home?
I was just about to say
a big
that.
home.
I don't want to live with y'all. I love y'all, but I don't want to live with all y'all.
But it depends
the
on
thing
how
is,
big.
yeah.
I love the concept, though. You know what I mean? I love the
because
concept.
they spend the minimum, take care of each other's kids. They don't pay for daycare, none of that.
Nope.
And then one by one, they'll go out and buy a house together, fix it up together,
right?
And then everyone kind of transition into their own home.
Or I'll see the, you know, and building credit. One person gets established. Hey, I'm jumping on this loan to help you get established, and then once you get established, you helping them out, and you getting on the loan, and they do help build each other up. So
yeah, it's different. They stick together. They lift each other up.
Yeah.
I think we do a lot of tearing each other down, and that's the big problem.
I think in our group we do a great job at that.
Yeah,
we definitely lift each other up, support one another, and we don't fake no funk. If it's bad, it's bad. If it's good, it's good. And I think the honesty of it all, it helps us grow as individuals and as friends and family. So, you know, it's just about, and sometimes that support may come from friends that's basically like family,
right?
Or it may come from your family as a whole. So if you have that bond as your family, blood family, that's a great thing. But if you have that bond with your friends as well, that's great. As long as you have that,
it's
support.
just making the circle bigger. You know what I'm saying? You got supportive family and you got supportive friends, and it's just making the circle bigger. You know, you got more people to depend on, more people to see your vision, help it come alive. You know, that's the more the merrier.
I think so.
I absolutely agree.
To a limited number.
Right.
I'm the protector of the group, okay? I don't let everybody in.
Right.
That's the truth.
That's a whole nother show.
I
don't want to be here for that one. I see the shade already. I will not be filming on that one.
It's not shade. It's just
I know.
I'm protected.
We're socially selective.
I'm very protective of my people. Period.
Yeah.
And all y'all know that. So
you almost have to be though. So
yeah. You're like, what she want? Well, okay.
Thanks for tuning in tonight. Make sure you hit subscribe, like, share, and also send us a comment or send us an email. See ya. Bye.